approval of minutes from April the 4th.
Mr. President,
Yes, sir.
I'd like to make a motion that we approve the minutes of April 4th, 2011.
Need a second? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, at this time, I'll turn it over to the mayor for appointments and boards.
Thank you, Mr. President. We were notified recently, our third ward representative to the Planning Commission, Bill Bradley, was resigning his position on the commission. I believe just basically a lot of work travel that you've been doing and are going to be doing. So it necessitated us to fill that space, but I first want to begin by recognizing Bill. He's served on the Heath Planning Commission from January of 2002 through April of 2011. During this time, he's played a significant role in planning many of the residential, commercial, and industrial developments that the city has seen, and has really helped to shape several important policies that have positioned Heath, I believe, to be one of the best communities in Central Ohio. We all have our roles, but we rely on a lot of citizens to step up and fill some of these other roles as well. And they don't get a lot of fanfare, they don't get paid, but I think it's important to recognize the significant service that Bill has provided to the community. So, Bill, if you want to join me up front here, I have a certificate for you. I'll read it for everyone. It says, Certificate of Appreciation. This certificate is awarded to Bill Bradley in recognition of 9 years of dedicated service to the City of Heath Planning Commission, sealed with the city seal and signed today's date by myself and the Director of Building and Zoning, John Groff. Bill, thank you again for your time on the commission and your service to the community. Thank you very much. Flat tire there, Bill. And Bill, absolutely. If your schedule happens to change and you have some more time available to you and you're so inclined, any way that you might be of service to the city, I'll keep you in mind, because we would appreciate you continuing to be involved. Thank you. So, as I said, Bill was the city's third ward representative on the Planning Commission. And as I said, we need to have citizens that step up to fill these roles in our government. We have one in the third ward who I'm confident is going to do an outstanding job providing just really some common sense thinking that's required on the Planning Commission. Tim, I gave him a little bit of information as to what we do. I didn't want to tell him too much because I was afraid he would turn us down. But I want to announce the appointment of Mr. Brent Doran to the Heath Planning Commission. Brent, I have a certificate for you too, if you want to come on up. It simply reads, Certificate of Appointment. Brent Doran is hereby appointed to the City of Heath Planning Commission, term ending December 31st, 2011. Thank you for your committed service to the City of Heath. It has the city seal and signed today by me. Brent, thank you. Appreciate you doing that.
Okay.
With that, I'm done. Thank you, Mr. President.
Bill, I'd like to introduce your family.
This is my wife Kim, my daughter Emily, my oldest daughter Kelsey.
Thank you. Will introduce your family too, sir?
Great. This is my wife Tina Dorn, and this is my daughter Abigail Dorn.
other families too, and Kim, I've known her my whole life. Seems like I've been involved in the Hopewell Credit Union, and she has been there, what, 27 years. That's great. I read the article about you and your girls. God bless you. And that's amazing. And with that, we'll move on, or I'll get sobby.
I'm sorry, Kim, what did you say?
They've raised twice the amount that they had hoped to reach.
Okay, special orders and committees, there's none. Unfinished business, there's none. And is there any petitions or communications?
Not that I'm aware of.
All right. And at this time, if you're a visitor and would like to speak to this council, it's your time to come to the podium, give your name and address, and say what you may. Okay, Wayne's not moving, so. We'll move right on and start out with committee reports and ask Mr. May, Chris, to give us a report on finance and budget.
Thank you, Mr. President. Finance Committee met this evening. We had 7 legislative requests. The first was to authorize and direct the mayor to enter into a contract with Burgess and Nyepel for the water main and pump station on Franklin Avenue. That's to release $109,500 of previously appropriated funds. Second legislative request was to appropriate $1,748 from the state fire marshal's training grant. That was to give the money back to fire. Third legislative request was to appropriate $6,953 for phone equipment for the city to Interlink Digital and Interlink working together. The estimated savings should be in excess of $800 a month, so they should get the money back within the first year on that, hopefully. The fourth legislative request was to declare one 1977 Walters crash truck surplus out of the fire, and the auditor is going to list that on eBay. The fifth legislative request was to enact section 759 of the codified ordinances relating to secondhand dealers. Sixth legislative request was to enact section 782 of the codified ordinances relating to internet cafes. And then the seventh was to appropriate $616,950 for the state Route 79 safety improvement projects. Auditor, do you have anything to add?
Nothing to add, sir.
Tax Commissioner Geller, busy day today?
Huh?
Busy day today for taxes?
Yeah, lots of mail.
Do you have anything to add, or?
Well, I did get a nice note from a taxpayer saying that they were really glad that we had the online tax tool. It only took them about an hour, and they're really happy that we have that and to share that with our other council people.
Beautiful.
Nothing else.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Chris. Public Services, Mr. Vic Morrow.
Thank you, Mr. President. The next meeting will be next Monday, April 25th. John Geller, anything?
Nothing to add.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Dick. Public Safety, Mr. Ryan Johnson.
Thank you, Mr. President. Public Safety met on April 11th at 5:30 p.m. We started with police. On the agenda were the March statistics. There were a total of 1,368 calls for service. 133 of those were offense reports, 34 arrests, 19 accidents, and 65 citations. Under overtime usage for March was $10,215, and year-to-date $33,293. Under false alarm reports, there were a total of 18. There were a total of $85 in alarm revenue for the month of March, and $2,345 year-to-date. Under other, we had discussed the secondhand stolen ordinance number 759, and we adjourned at 5:55. On fire, there were many items on the agenda that night. Under the March statistics, on fire runs, there were 35 for the month of March, and a total of 88 year-to-date. EMS, there were 129, with a total of 402 year-to-date. Under transports, there was a total of 84 and 257 year-to-date. Under legislative requests, there was a request for reimbursement for the state training grant of $1,748, and the legislative request for the crash floor disposal, which was the old airport crash unit. Under monthly expense report, the March wages were $64,852.01, and March overtime was $15,361.60. Ms. Cole asked for clarification on the 56-hour work week, and they explained that that 56-hour work week was spread over a 3-week period. Under equipment, the medic window needs fixed. It has a electrical issue that's going to be fixed in-house. And the Blitz fire nozzles, there were a few of those that needed repair. The manufacturer is sending 4 rebuild kits at no cost to the city of Heath. Door repair in unit number 7. The hinges on the driver door, they're welded and they're rusting out. So they need those replaced. They have an estimate from Fort Grave, an amount of $650. Under training, Chief is trying to work out, resolve a missing credit with the Hockey College. The firefighter survival training continues, and the online training is up and running for EMS and fire training. Under old business, the new rescue/pumper research is still continuing. They're going to have their next meeting on that on April the 25th. Under new business, the Eagles dinner now was Thursday, April 14th. And under other, she talked about the funeral for Mayor Geller and Mr. Moore, and it was just kind of taken with how everything went there. So let's see here. Under other, Chief wanted to make sure that Heath's radio system will work with the new Mark system, since Newark is switching to the Mark system. Chief Shepard stated that they could currently reprogram the radios that they're using now to accommodate this. And Mr. Kidd wanted to know if we make any revenue from the airport. And Mr. Kidd, don't have the complete answer for you, but our tax commissioner is looking into it. I can tell you that from some of the private entities that are there, like the MPW hangar and some of the people that do training, they do pay taxes. So we'll have some more information on that. With that, there was nothing left, and we adjourned at 7:12. Chief Shepard, do you have anything to add?
No, sir.
Chief Huggins?
Two things, did you say the 25th or the 21st? The truck committee meeting is on the 21st.
Okay, I'll correct that here, thank you.
9 in the morning on the 21st. The only other thing I've got, I don't know whether there's any interest. There's a program, two things, I guess. Larry Flowers, I don't know whether that name rings a bell, but he's a Hanover boy. We've been friends a long time. Was just recently promoted to state fire marshal. Flowers Hall down in Hanover and all that. But, he lives over in Canal Winchester now, promoted to state fire marshal. But he and the fire academy have got a program coming up. The deadline's April the 27th. This is in May. It's called Feel the Heat. It's for elected officials. If any of you would like to, play firefighter for a day, they run you through their burn building, and you get to do quite a number of things. And I've heard that it's a very good program. I've not personally been through that, but it just gives you a little bit better idea what the fire department does go through on as far as training and such. And Chris, I know you're dying to get into this. But anyway, anybody interested in that, get in touch with me, and we'll get you set up for that. So, other than that, that's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief. Thank you, Mr. President. That's all.
Thank you, Brian. Streets and drainage, Mr. Happy.
Thank you, Mr. President. Streets and Drainage Committee met this evening at 5:30. There were four items on the agenda. Bob Geller turned over the first part of the meeting to John Groff, who, under a legislative request for the State Route 79 Safety Improvement Project, needed $616,950. And Mr. Groff was asking for this now so that the time limit that we have, we can meet the check being ready by May the 20th. Of this, $112,929.13 will go towards the improvement project, and the remaining cost of $504,020.89 will come out of the Water Capital Improvement Fund for movement of the water line in the middle of State Route 79. The second item on the agenda, Mr. Groff talked about connecting the interior drainage in the water department building to the sewer system, which the EPA said we have to do. Right now, it's being discharged just out on the ground, and now we have to take and put it to the sewer system with an estimated cost, including the permit to the EPA of $1,000. John estimates that the total cost of this project will be about $20,000. He will get back to us on this with a legislative request. The third item was presented by Bob, and he told us that this year we will be doing paving of Wedgewood, which will also include gutters and curbs. The estimated cost about $319,000, and we will be paying for this out of the license tax fund, which at the current time has $313,000, Bob. And I missed what we collect on that per
Around 15,000 a month.
15,000 a month. So by the time that we get ready to do it, we will have the money available. The fourth item that Bob brought up was the demo of a patching machine that they're looking into to help us pave the streets, repair paving of the streets. And he will set this up within the next 2 to 4 weeks for members of council to go and watch this demonstration. The cost of this machine is about $60,000, and right now we're looking at maybe the possibility of going on a program of lease to own. Under other items, Brian Johnson brought up the crosswalks at Putnam and Andover, and John told him that already is in place. He said, why not a crosswalk at Hebron Road? With that, John Groff told him that ODOT says that this is a holdup of traffic, and that we should not try to add any more cost to the project, taking away from the estimated $250,000 excess that we have now. This highway is designed to be pedestrian non-friendly. Tim Kelly said that we should look at doing the sidewalks and bike traffic access. This is a problem that we could face in the future. Having made available this opportunity for people will maybe head off a lawsuit in the future from those who use it now, who have the access taken away by the new roadway. With that, the meeting was adjourned at 6:10 p.m. Bob, do you have anything you'd like to add there?
Nothing, thanks.
That's all, Mr. President.
Thank you, sir. Okay, community development and zoning, Mr. Kelly.
Thank you, Mr. President. Our next meeting will be Monday, May 2nd at 5:30 p.m. Mr. Rock, do you have anything tonight?
No, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Tim. Parks, Recreation, David Shea, Ms. Cole.
Thank you, Mr. President. Parks, Recreation, and Davis Shea met this evening at 6:10. The first item on the agenda was the Davis Shea House City of Eden report. Under the mayor's, at the mayor's request, we started tracking separately the maintenance costs for the Davis Shea House, so we can begin to understand, if it's becoming more self-sufficient. And for the first quarter of this year, the total costs for maintenance were $10,333.77. Item 2 was the bike path extension. The bridge is in, and the next phase will be to extend the bike path
Deb. Planning Commission, Mr. Kelly.
Thank you, Mr. President. Our next meeting will be Thursday, April 28th, at 7 p.m. Mr. Goff, do you have anything else?
No, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Tim. I don't know if the visitors would like to go at this time. You know, you're free to go, you can stay. We don't want, we'd like you to stay, but it's up to you. But from now on, we'll just be going through the ordinances, and we'll start with the introduction of ordinances. Start with number 30.
An ordinance authorizing the appropriation of $3,989 within the general fund, $981 to Parks Capital Outlay, and $3,008 to Fire Capital Outlay, $797 within the Street Fund to Capital Outlay, $2,167 within the Water Fund to Capital Outlay, to purchase telephones and equipment from Centrotech Service Inc., 35 Sandalwood Drive, Newark, Ohio, 43055, according to proposals submitted.
Ordinance 30, 2011 will be held to second reading. And our next one is ordinance number 31.
An ordinance authorizing the appropriation of $1,748 within the general fund to fire services for the state fire marshal training grant.
And that ordinance also will be held to second reading. And our next one is number 32.
An ordinance waiving the bid procedure, authorizing and directing the mayor to dispose of 1997 Walter B 1500 crash truck for the fire department.
Okay. That too will be held to the second reading. And the next one is ordinance 33, 2011.
An ordinance to enact section 759 of the codified ordinances of the city of Heath, Ohio relating to secondhand dealers.
That would be held for second reading. And our last one on the introduction is ordinance 34.
An ordinance enacting a new chapter 782 of the codified ordinances of the city of Heath regulating computerized sweepstakes, internet device cafes.
Okay, that completes ordinances on the first reading, and now moving on to ordinances on the second reading, and we'll start with ordinance 24. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
An ordinance waiving the competitive bidding, authorizing the appropriation of $31,979.70 within the capital improvement fund. Also authorizing and directing the mayor to enter into agreement with Matthews Ford to purchase one 2011 F-350 pickup truck with plow for street department according to state bid.
Do I have a motion?
Mr. President,
Mr. Hepburn.
I move that we adopt ordinance 24-2011.
Second.
Been moved and second that we adopt ordinance 24, 2011. Any questions or comments? Roll call?
Morrow,
Yes.
Cole,
Yes.
Heffley,
Yes.
Henry,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Kelly,
Yes.
May.
Okay, ordinance 24, 2011 is passed. Our next one on the list is ordinance 25, 2011.
An ordinance waiving competitive bidding, authorizing the appropriation of $31,979.70 within the capital improvement fund, also authorizing and directing the mayor to enter into agreement with Matthews Ford to purchase one 2011 F-350 pickup truck with plow for the Parks Department according to state bid.
Mr. President,
Mr.
I'd like
Wolf.
to make a motion that we adopt ordinance 25, 2011.
Second.
Been moved and seconded that we adopt ordinance 25, 2011. Any question or comment? Hearing none, we'll have roll call.
Morrow,
Yes.
Cole,
Yes.
Heffley,
Yes.
Henry,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Kelly,
Yes.
May.
Yes.
Okay, ordinance 25, 2011 has passed. And our next one is ordinance 27, 2011.
An ordinance authorizing the appropriation of $16,475 within the wastewater replacement fund to cover engineering services in the construction of a force main at the Heath Newark Licking County Port Authority.
Mr. President,
Mr. Hepburn.
I'd like to make a motion to adopt ordinance 27, 2011. Second.
Been moved in second, that we adopt ordinance 27, 2011. Any question or comment? Roll call?
Morrow,
Yes.
Cole,
Yes.
Heffley,
Yes.
Henry,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Kelly,
Yes.
May.
Yes.
Okay, ordinance 27, 2011 passed. And the next one on is ordinance 29, 2011.
An ordinance waiving the bidding procedure, authorizing and directing the mayor to dispose of one pump station used at Pine Reservoir for the water department and one 3203 series auto crane for the wastewater department.
Mr. President,
Sir.
I'd like to make a motion to adopt ordinance 29, 2011. Second.
Been moved in second that we adopt ordinance 29-2011. Any question or comment? Roll call?
Morrow,
Yes.
Cole,
Yes.
Heffley,
Yes.
Henry,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Kelly,
Yes.
May.
Yes.
Ordinance 29, 2011 passed. We didn't run through those, did we? Thank Jenna for stepping in for Lynn tonight. She had to go out of town, and it's always good to have her.
Well, thank you.
Moving on to resolutions on first reading, we'll have resolution 2011-2.
A resolution declaring support and approval of a community reinvestment area application for Polymer Technologies and Services Incorporated, 1835 James Parkway, Heath, Ohio, 43056.
Okay, resolution 2011-2 will be held for the second reading. There's no resolutions on the second reading, and at this time, we'll have a report of city officials. Let's start out with Mayor John.
Thank you, Mr. President. First of all, I want to welcome all the visitors that we have today, particularly some of the younger ones in the audience. It's always great to see a younger crowd. Hopefully, once my girls finish their season of dancing, they'll actually be able to come by sometime and see what Daddy does every other Monday of the month. I want to thank the good ones. If you haven't had a chance to see, they made some signage for us on our front window that has information about when our committee meetings are and what committee it is, and I thought it looked pretty sharp. I just wanted to say thank you for that. Appreciate that. Want to let everybody know that Youth and Government Day is coming up. Tim and Doug, I think you guys are going to be working on that. Is that correct? Okay. And, that'll be during the second week of May. We've gotten a list of 8th graders who are going to be participating in that. Last year was a lot of fun, and I'm sure this year will be as well. Want to mention, springtime comes around, a lot of people get out, and we have a lot more events going on in the city. So let me just go through a quick laundry list here of them. First of all, Deb mentioned Clean Your Community Day. That's this Saturday. No particular time that's going to start. If you or a group that you are associated with would like to come out and help clean up certain areas of the city, bike paths, along streets, roads, things like that, there's certain areas that we could use your help. Please contact Jenna, call my office, talk to Jenna, and she can get you the details on that. So if you can help us drum up some more volunteers for that, that would be great. This coming Saturday, the Heath Lions are having their annual Easter egg hunt. This is at Geller Park. It begins on Saturday at noon. So Abigail, tell all your friends about that, please, if you would. All right. We've got also on April 30th, the opening day for the Heath Sertoma Youth Athletic Association baseball and softball. That's the official grand opening. This is April 30th. Festivities begin at 10 a.m. They're going to have a number of different things. I know that they're raffling off some items, I believe, to raise some funds. If you've been by Hoback Park lately, you may notice that there's a different tint to the dirt on the infields of the baseball diamonds. They have raised quite a bit of money and really improved those ball fields by using a different type of sand and clay and dirt mixture that will help drainage. It's really an outstanding thing that they've done to those diamonds. So if you get a chance and would like to enjoy the day on April 30th, stop by there, and I'm sure they would appreciate it. First week of May is the National Day of Prayer. This is going to be on Thursday, May 5th. We will have a ceremony here in council chambers beginning at 12:20. I'll have a proclamation recognizing the Day of Prayer in the city. And then Deb also mentioned, I believe, the Memorial Day services. This will be, of course, on Memorial Day, May 30th at base of the hill at Geller Park. Obviously, we'll have some more information on that as the month of May progresses, but please keep that on your calendar. It starts at 5 o'clock, and certainly it's worth all of our time to remember those who have fallen in service of our country. With that, Mr. President, I think that's all I have. I'll turn it back over to you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Auditor, it's your turn.
Well, thank you, Mr. President. I just want to welcome everybody here this evening. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Keith. Our director, Mr. Finley.
No report, thank you.
Okay. Doug, we'll start at your end.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'd like to welcome everyone here this evening and also take this opportunity to thank Mr. Bradley for his service and Mr. Dorn for your coming up service. It's nice to see somebody from the third ward. I know I probably not been about a year and a half ago, so it's nice to see people from the third ward stepping up and doing something for the city. Also, I'd just like to say I just went brain dead. Thank you for the signs. They look nice. I just went brain dead. Other than that, I'll just say that's all, Mr. President.
We're letting that one go,
Mr. Moore. You ready? Mr. Moore.
Thank you. Just, welcome everybody to the council meeting. Bill, appreciate the work you've done for us. Brent, welcome. Keep doing good hard work, get to do what your father-in-law did, sit up here. And, I guess that's it. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Johnson.
Thank you, Mr. President. I too welcome everybody here tonight. Thank you, Bill, for the years of service. And Brent, congratulations. That's all I have.
Thank you. Deb?
Thank you, Mr. President. I also would like to welcome everyone, thank Mr. Bradley for his service, and congratulate Mr. Dorn on his appointment. But I'd also like to say, although she didn't come forward tonight, Mrs. Goodwin has come before us multiple times asking for a second time for visitors to speak. And I guess I would just like to ask council if we, under the direction of our law director, could take a serious look at that and investigate the pros and cons, and whether the answer is yes or no, to be able to give it a definitive answer as to whether we're going to be able to consider that. And that's all I have.
Thank you,
Mr.
Deb.
President.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Chris?
Bill, I want to thank you again, and Brent, thanks for coming on. Fear not, though, I'm in the third ward too, so you have representation. So in spite of the scenes, okay? I want to thank y'all for coming tonight, appreciate it, and Chief, I'm going to get that date from you, I'm going to go do that thing, I'm going to make you proud.
Mr. May, I forwarded that to you in an email today, so you can RSVP
You're
to
on my
me.
spam folder.
Did you forward that to everyone?
I did.
Okay.
Am I on your spam filter as well?
I don't know.
I think we will have a camera ready to take pictures of all council members that are in turnout here for that, so.
I want to thank Bill for serving on the committee and welcome Brent to the committee. And Mary, you said you filled him in on what happens and stuff. Did you
Give him the highlights.
The new guy brings refreshments.
I did not mention that. Yes, that's correct. Thank you for reminding me. That was a convenient forgetfulness there. Thank you.
Just want to make sure we had all the bases covered.
I appreciate that.
All right. That's all I have. Thanks.
Thank you. And to Bill, thanks a lot for serving the city. We do appreciate it. And also, when it's talk about the income, we have one at the Hopewell Credit Union from 1 till 3 on Hopewell Drive Saturday. Come out if you're a member, if you're not, come on out and Kim will sign you up a member. Gonna have a good time, right, Kim? Lord, I thank you very much for taking the position. Good to see our citizens step up, and we have these guys that come all the time, so you guys are welcome back to every meeting, so come to all of them. Because you see, we move through the ordinances real quick. We do this, we go over many committees, and then we have another session before the meeting here, so we're pretty well ironed out. Sometimes some of us gets cantankerous, and we have to go. And Chief, our fire chief, he don't talk that much all the time, just about 99%. But he lets us know, it's good, you know. And I thank you all for coming, everyone. Any new business? And at this time, turn it over to the auditor for the reading of bids.
Thank you, Mr. President. The materials and supplies, chemicals, were as follows for the lowest and best bids. Shelley Materials for limestone, gravel, and asphalt. Kekosing for cold mix. Mid-Ohio Valley Lime for bulk lime. South Chemical for liquid chlorine. And Usalco for aluminum sulfate. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Keith. Any miscellaneous? Do I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
We're adjourned.